What's up, everyone? Coach D speaks with the MeidasTouch Network. So there is no way Lauren Boebert's staff likes her. There just is no way because they keep giving her bad intel and allowing her to go and make a fool of herself. Today she was in a congressional hearing and she's asking questions that prove she has no idea what she's talking about and that proves she doesn't know who she's talking to. Like, the man was ready for everything she had to say. I mean, seriously, outside of her sexcapades in the public theater, there are so many reasons why she doesn't belong as a member of the House. I mean, this exchange is so embarrassing for America. I have secondhand embarrassment watching it.
You all are allowing delinquent employees to sit on their sofas at home instead of actually getting to work and doing their jobs. This is absolutely unacceptable.
So our employees are working whether they are in the office or at home, and they are.
Are you monitoring the work that they are doing from home on a regular basis?
Yes, we are.
This is like the same way I feel when people say teachers aren't working when they're teaching online. The amount of work that goes into setting up a shell to teach an online class took me a lot more than it does to teach inside the class. But the fact that he just lets her know, like, no, they're not just sitting at home on their butts. They're working. Like, we all know people since the pandemic who started working at home and their employees realize, hey, you know what? We don't need these people inside of buildings. Why are we paying rent for these buildings when they're able to do the same work from their home computers? Like, if the production is being done, it doesn't matter where it's being done. But she just looks so bad there. And now, like she's done in the past when she's realized, oh, dang, I just messed up. She then starts tripping over her words. She has nowhere else to go because she thought that was a gotcha moment, and then he shut her up. And now she has to ask a follow-up question that makes her sound even worse.
Every employee, do you have the numbers of the hours that are submitted? Are you counting how many times they're logging into their computers and responding to casework?
Yeah, but are you guys looking at when they are when they are logging in, and if they're all they got me again. She looks so bad. Colorado, this your representative? Seriously? And then he just literally smacks her down even worse.
So our employees are subject to the same performance management processes and oversight they are whether they're teleworking or working in an office. And we have systems in place that our managers use to schedule, assign, and track workloads. And that includes individual employee workloads in many cases. So real-time understanding of what actions are being processed at any particular given time. Additionally...
Okay, in all seriousness, that was my favorite part. When he looked at her and went, additionally... It was like, I'm about to give you more right now.
Our employees are required to be accessible to their supervisors, clients, colleagues, and external parties during work hours via a variety of means, including instant messaging, video platforms, and telephone. They are connected to the workplace, whether they are in the office or at the home.
Then why is the backlogs for Social Security applicants increased from 41,000 to 107,000?
Because we've been historically underfunded for a number of years now.
I don't think you're underfunded. You're funded at the Nancy Pelosi levels. At the Democrat levels, we just continued that same funding.
So I would say
at pandemic level spending.
So there she is again, making a fool of herself. She thought she had another gotcha moment there. She's like, well, why are you guys have so many backlogs? And he says, we're historically underfunded. He didn't say we're underfunded by Republicans or we're underfunded by Democrats. He said we're historically underfunded. And she says, well, you guys are at Nancy Pelosi level funding. You're at the Democrat level funding, pre-pandemic level funding. And he's like, I don't care who's underfunding us. We're historically underfunded. And then he gives her the business again.
So I'd say we have an increase of over 8 million beneficiaries over the last 10 years. At the same time, we experienced our lowest work staffing levels at the end of FY22. That's a math problem. I mean, that is a problem. If you have those workloads, increasing and you don't have the staff to take care of those workloads, you're going to have the backlogs that you're talking about, Representative.
Well, I would love to see.
To be a fly on the wall when she went back to her office and yelled at her staffers. And I bet you they knew too. They knew when they gave her the money, they gave her the information. They were like, you know what? This is going to get us yelled at, but it's worth it seeing her make a fool of herself. Because I'm telling you right now, she does not do the homework. It's not her information that she's looking at there. She has a bunch of staffers looking up stuff for her and then handing it to her. And that's why she sounds like she just read it right there on the spot, live. It's so embarrassing that we have people like this who are representing our country. This is why I say so often that the Republican Party is fundamentally unserious. They don't care about governing. They don't care about doing their job. They don't care about leading. They just care about grifting. They just care about power. They just care about money. They just care about staying in office. That is it. End of story. Period.
Hey Meidas Mighty, love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram @MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.